All right, we're going to jump right into this big story here at the bottom of the hour. The crash closing the I-10 freeway in the West Valley in both directions at Dysart. It's our top story.
Our Dominique Newland is live at the scene with the very latest. Dom, what are you seeing now?
Guys, diverted traffic. It's moving, but it's moving slowly. There's a lot of people out on their morning commutes or already starting their Labor Day weekend plan. So I want to give you a look at what we're seeing. This is all due to a three-vehicle collision. It's involving a semi-truck, a Corvette, and a Camry. But what you'll be able to see is what's left kind of that semi-truck there that's been burned. Really just the back half is left. So let me break down what happened. Right after midnight is when police first got a call, and we're being told that a person driving a Corvette, they were driving at a high speed westbound on the I-10 when it collided with one or two of the cars. Now, the semi involved that I just showed you, it was trying to avoid hitting the center barrier wall. It caught fire, and so did the Corvette. The Camry was the only one that didn't catch on fire. Now, that Corvette driver, that person was trying to flee the scene, got out of the car, was trying to flee the scene, and then police, they were able to detain that driver off of the freeway. We're told the Corvette driver, the Camry driver, they were being transported to the hospital. The driver of the semi-truck unfortunately did not survive their injuries. We're still not sure who was driving in that semi-truck. If it was a male, if it was a female. But right now, because of all of this, the eastbound, the westbound lanes, they have been closed for several hours this morning. And as far as what we're seeing right now is traffic being diverted off of to Dysart Road, but they are able to get back on a little bit later down. But right now, you know, it's a lot of traffic lights. This is affecting a lot of people this morning. DPS, they are still investigating. We've seen several crime scene markers out on the road. The command unit is here, and of course we have to wait for the medical examiner's office as well to arrive to come and collect that semi-driver's body, which is still on scene this morning. So as far as an ETA, when this will all be open, still up in the air this morning as police are still conducting their investigation. We'll of course keep you posted. And also there was a downed power light, as a traffic light, I guess you could say. That is what ADOT, they are currently looking into that, because that is affecting the movement of cars, because that can be a traffic hazard as well if they have a downed light there. So like I said, we'll keep you updated throughout the morning, but once again, eastbound, westbound lanes still closed off for traffic this morning.
Well, this Gilbert father has been through the ringer. Back home after spending 2 years in a Mexico prison, he was facing even more time locked up after mistakenly bringing a gun across the border.
In an incredible turn of events, he's been reunited with his family. In a story you'll only see on Fox 10, Lindsay Regas shows us how he's working to get his life back.
Andrew Harrison says he has a lot to catch up on after being locked up for over 2 years. He says his main focus is rebuilding his relationship with his 3 sons.
Once they said that I was released, all I could think about was just getting my boys in my hand, like my 3 boys.
This is a moment Andrew Harrison has been waiting for. Harrison's youngest son, now 2, was only 6 months when they last saw each other.
May of 2022. Think about it all the time. It's a nightmare and a wake-up call at the same time.
Harrison was on the way to Rocky Point for a family vacation when his vehicle was searched.
At the time, I was fine, completely fine with it. I knew that I had nothing to hide at the time. And unfortunately, I did make that mistake, that I did have my firearms there. And once they saw it, it went kind of downhill from there.
He says when he loaded up the car for vacation, he completely forgot he had guns in a locked compartment. Harrison would spend the next 2 years and 4 months in a Mexico prison.
It definitely was an experience that I never want to experience again.
He and his fiancee were both detained. She was released, but Harrison was arrested and thrown into prison to await trial.
The charges was to prove that I was guilty of bringing firearms to do harm to someone in Mexico. So our argument was basically to prove that I was not here to bring firearms to Mexico for any type of harm.
On August 13th, he was finally free.
After that 3-day trial, the judge decided and made a ruling that I was completely innocent, that he knew that as far as the evidence showing that I made a mistake.
Now he's focused on his family and his future.
Right now, it's hard. It's just reacclimating with life now, getting back into the real world again, and trying to figure out first where I fit back in.
Harrison says he has been spending the past few days getting back on his feet applying for jobs. He's a financial advisor and certified in notary. Lindsay Regis, Fox 10 News.